let's continue our discussion. So, talking about self-esteem. So, last meeting we discussed about how to assess, to measure our self-esteem, and our self-esteem is greatly affected by these three major sources. We have our family, our performance, and our social comparison. So, we'll be talking or continuing the discussion of social comparison. So, have you experienced being compared to anybody else? So it's kind of hurtful, but then again, so let's try to go deeper. And what's the effect of doing social comparison? So, to interpret whether our performances represent success or failure, we must often compare them with our own goals and self expectation with the performance of others. So, the only way for us to assess if we are successful, if we fail, is to do some comparison, social comparison. For example, when you take the bar exam, so how will you know that you failed? It's because actually comparison, like the scoring, right? So that's the best way for you to assess if you pass or fail. Kaya kung if there's no comparison, it's difficult to assess if you pass the board exam or if you fail the board exam. So there should be a social comparison. Wingon kasi mong friend, kapasar ka bay? O, diba? Nabo kasi mong friend, wala lagi bay, nakapasar ko bay. Sige lang bay, kamuti ko balik bay. So, nga na siya. So, we also do that. We also do that. So, again, social comparison is crucial to self-esteem. Why it's crucial? Because it is very hard to be compared to anybody, to somebody. It's hurtful. Labaw na kung sa inyong grupo, right? Kamuta na nahimong engineer tapos ikaw rin wala. So it's very painful. So it's very crucial because the feelings of competence or worth we derive from our performance depending in large part on with whom we are compared, both by ourselves and by others. So sakit ng siya, there is a feeling. So when you are being compared, social comparison, when you are being compared to others, there is a there is a feeling involved nga when we try to compare ourselves to others, especially if successful siya, tapos ikaw di ka successful. So again, it is very crucial because there is feelings involved. So even our personal goals are largely derived from aspirations to succeed in comparison with people whom we admire. So when I was still in college, nako gi-idolize nga teacher. And ako siya himo nga motivation. So as my motivational factor. So wala ko gi-compare akong self niya, but I look up to her. Right? So someday I will be somebody like her. So teacher man siya. So ako nag-expect nga mahimo kong teacher. So it's because of the social comparison, I think, nga ganahan pug ko nga whom we admire. So namo tay good positive social comparison nga when we look up to the person and maningkamot it's we let that person be our motivating factor. Na po yung mga negative social comparison nga ma-low down po imong self-esteem because of the negative social comparison. So it is crucial. Comparing yourself is very crucial. So we are most likely to receive evaluative feedback from others in our immediate social context. For example, talking about social comparison, so we received a lot of evaluative feedback from our significant others, immediate social context like our family, peer, teachers, and work associates. Diba? We receive a lot of feedback coming from them. We are most likely also to compare ourselves with these people and with others who are similar to us. We compare ourselves to them, we compare ourselves to people nga tan-aw nimo pareho ta. Diba? So mana siya no? This reasoning suggests that self-esteem of minority persons may benefit from being in a consonant environment, that is, one where most people are form the same group. So again, it's easy to compare ourselves to a group nga pareho ta, nga same tatanan ba, para walay mo lamang ba. So it's easy to compare nga oy ikaw may anak ka or ikaw may anak ka. And sa family pud nato na po na comparison no oy si kuan na labon sa to mga friends, uy si kuan kay to ana nag-abroad na siya. uy, di ko na, very successful na. So, again, every day we are receiving a lot of evaluative feedback from others. Ang usahay no, kay murag, masilos ta no. Okay, makaingon ta ba daw, uy? Sa man ni siya, uy. But then again, lilahi man ta. Lilahi man ta plans. Lilahi po ta plano ni Lord. So we plan but God directs. So and I strongly believe that. We plan but God directs. Si Lord ay bahala sa to ano. But again, do not lose your self-esteem. Kay imuha man na. Okay, imuha na siya. So let's talk about self-esteem and behavior. So people with high self-esteem often behave quite differently from those with low self-esteem. I would say I have high self-esteem kay baga mo kung naong maybe I was trained that way when I was young kay ang akong mama wants to be a stage mother, so every time nga na pageant ako dyan ay pambato no, even if I don't know how to sing, how to dance, basta naalang ko sa stage malipay na siya. So kana maybe naka-contribute sa akong level of self-esteem kanang talking in front, dealing with people, doing this. Possibly it also contributed to my passion. So kana siya. Okay, I was exposed early. Excuse me. I was exposed early stage in ana nga setup experience. So at the same time, we should not overestimate the effects of self-esteem. So di po nato overestimate ang effects of self-esteem. Why? Kung may tag overestimate is di po nato ipa-over or di na to kung underestimate paubos man pero di na to palabuan po kaayo ba, di na to palabuan jud nga ang effect sa self-esteem kaya naman po uban kung taas sa po kay self-esteem no kay murag malahi na po sila so mana siya. So naman po uban nga kung taas kay kung overestimate kay lang the effects of self-esteem taas na po kay sila murag mulahi jud sila sa uban. So murag let's also learn to balance the effects of self-esteem. So compared with those having low self-esteem, children, teenagers, and adults with higher self-esteem are socially at ease and popular with their peers. So to those people nga with high self-esteem, they are very popular at school. Diba? Daghag friends, kaya sociable. Sociable ang mga taas o naay self-esteem. Ang mga low og self-esteem, lisod pa na sila dyan mag-socialize, kay mauwaw pa man sila. So, with high self-esteem, they are more confident of their own opinions and judgments and more certain of their perceptions of self. So, taas yun sila kumpiyansa sa ilang kaugalingon. For example, ako, taas ko kumpiyansa kung makikistorya akong tao. Di ko mahadlok mo report, 'di ba? So I love reporting. I love to see when people are looking at me or listening to me. So ganahan ko, but for others, wa mas lamaan ana. So murag di ka sila confident ana nga aspect, but napo na sila ilang level of confidence pod, level of competence sa lain nga butang. Wala man sila sa public speaking because they are not exposed to this, but napo na sila strength sa lahi nga aspect. So we should not di po na to i-underestimate ang ilahang self-esteem kay naa po na sila ilaha. So during their school years, persons with higher self-esteem participate more in extracurricular activities. So very active they are sociable, very active sa extracurricular activities sa school. Di mauwaw. Mukanta, musaya, very participative. And they are elected to leadership roles. Kaya tungod sa ilang confidence, tungod sa ilang self-esteem, sila dyan ay pambato sa mga officer, di ba? Mga SSC, isa pa na mga Supreme Student Council. So, it also shows greater interest in public affairs. So, ganahan po na sa public affairs and have higher occupational aspiration. Taas po sila pangandoy. With high self-esteem, it also gives you higher occupational aspirations. So they don't settle for less. They settle for more. They want to do doctorate degree, postgraduate, certifications, after going to school, they aim high. So that is the effects of self-esteem. So according to research, person with high self-esteem achieve higher scores on psychological well-being. So can't you see how important it is to develop our level of self-esteem as early on sa atong kinabuhi, no? Because again, it gives us higher or a good psychological well-being. You know how to make some self-control. You also learn to accept feedback. You trust yourself. You believe in yourself. It all boils down to your level of self-esteem. So adults with high self-esteem experiences less stress. So ana no life is full of problems man, trials, difficulties, but when you have high self-esteem, makontrol nimo siya. Your level of stress can be controlled. Because then again, you have that natural or the instinctual drive that forced you nga di ka palabi og huna-huna or dibdib sa mga butang because you trust in yourself. You believe in yourself and you care about the people who loves you more. And that is very important. As a person, we need to develop our level of self-esteem as early as now. So, according to study, the picture of people with low self-esteem forms an unhappy contrast. So they say that people with low self-esteem, they display unhappy contrast. They feel unhappy, they feel less competent. So that is very negative. Uh, that's very negative self-evaluation. People low in self-esteem tend to be socially anxious and ineffective. So they view interpersonal relationships as threatening. So people with low self-esteem, they view relationship as not good, feel less positively toward others. They are also hurt by criticisms. They lack confidence in their own judgments and opinions. Like, mingon sila nga, ay di lang ko ganahan ana, di lang ko ana. So they lack confidence. So they don't challenge themselves ba when they have that kind of engagement relationship, they lack confidence in their own judgment and opinions. So para way samok, people with low self-esteem, para way samok, moadto na lang sila sa muuban na lang sila kung asa ang majority para way samok. So nag-expect na sila no na they expect others to reject them and their ideas. So people with low self-esteem, they don't push their own ideas, they don't express their own ideas because they always expect ng ilang ideas is not relevant, is not important, and feeling nila is ilang ideas is wala siya gamit. So yung ana no, they have little faith in their ability to achieve. So that's the effect of low self-esteem. They have little faith in themselves. So daghan kay siya in school, they have lower goals for themselves, okay na ni bahalag stress. Pasapasar lang. So again, they are less successfully academically. They are not academically competitive. They are less active in extracurricular activities, less popular. And ingon pa, according to study, people with lower self-esteem appear more depressed, and they have that feelings of unhappiness and discouragement. So dali sila ma-discourage, dali po sila ma-depressed. So there are more frequently people with low self-esteem manifest symptoms of anxiety, poor adjustment, and psychosomatic illness. So mana siya no? Kanang tungod sa because you don't have trust to yourself. So you experience a lot of psychological issues like anxiety. You have a strong resistance to make some adjustment. So, ladies and gentlemen, self-esteem influences our attributions regarding events in our close relationships. Pag-away atong parents, so kasabot nung nag-away sila. So again, you also feel your level of self-esteem will go down and you feel that you are the responsible, you are rejected, and wala ka nila gilove. So, kung unsa di ay, so in our close relationship, our close relationship with our parents also affect our level of self-esteem. Self-esteem influences us every day. If we have a good close relationship, our level of self-esteem goes higher. But if you have negative close relationship, it will also go down. Because when it goes down, we feel that we are not important, we are rejected, and not we are not that close to a person. So how do we protect our self-esteem? So as noted in the previous section discussion, people with high self-esteem expect to perform well and usually do. Correct. People with low self-esteem, on the other hand, expect to perform poorly and usually do. So again, it's all about the mindset. So people with high Tao perform very well. People with low self-esteem perform very low. So people are motivated to protect their self-esteem. I want to protect my self-esteem. When I don't like, for example, my journey as a college student, I don't like math. So when I have a math class, I am not happy. I don't want to listen to my teacher. I am not happy because I'm not interested. No, it's for me math is very challenging. So I don't perform very well in my math class. But when I attend classes on science subject, no, it makes me happy. So I have higher self-esteem in that subject. But in math class, I have very low self-esteem. That's why I perform very low. So we all wanted to protect our self-esteem, whether it is high or low. We all wanted to protect that. So we need to always experience self-verification in the feedback we received. So because our self-esteem goes higher up, rise and fall, so we need to ask others no for their feedback. We need their feedback. Otherwise, we don't know if we are still on the right track in protecting our self-esteem. Most people have high self-esteem and want self-enhancing feedback. So if you have high self-esteem, you want self-enhancing feedback. Ganahan ka nga imo makadungog pa kag nindot kaayo ba para mo taas pa imong level of self-esteem. But some people who have low self-esteem, they want to verify their self-evaluation. So they want self-derogating feedback. So ang high self-esteem daw, people with high self-esteem, we want to enhance. We want feedback because we want to enhance ourselves. But on the other hand, people with low self-esteem, they also want feedback, but they want to self-derogating feedback. Meaning, ganahan sila nga ilang i-verify nga, sayop dito ilang gibuhat. Or sayop to ilang answer. So that is self-derogating feedback. So that's very very challenging, the high and the low of our level of self-esteem. So let's talk about people use several techniques to maintain their self-esteem. Number one, manipulating appraisals. So we choose to associate with people who share our view of self and avoid people who do not. So in short, to protect our self-esteem, we join groups that we have the same view of self. So pareho tatanan. And we don't join groups nga very different from us. That is manipulating appraisal. So people with negative self-view seek people who think poorly of them. So we join groups. If, for example, if you join a group that is very negative in their self-views, so meaning we join them because pareho ta. Another way to maintain our self-esteem is by interpreting others' appraisal as more favorable or unfavorable than they actually are. So in short, we try to manipulate, we try to change our appraisal. So ganahan ta nga kung kinsa atong kagrupo mo na ato ang joinan para kung unsa ilang feedback is pareha na po tag feedback sa tanan. So we are doing manipulating appraisal. So this is also one technique on how we can protect our self-esteem because if we join groups nga bright sila tapos ikaw dili kaayo, so when you join them, usahay ma-feel magud nimo nga laoy I am very less competent, I am not good, I am not brilliant, I am not an achiever. So mo join lang ta sa grupo daw nga pareho ta. That is manipulating appraisal. Number 2 is selective information processing. So that is number 1, the manipulating appraisal. So number 2 is the selective information processing. So what is selective information processing? This is one way to protect our self-esteem is by attending more to those occurrences that are consistent with our self-evaluation. So again, we only select information that is consistent to our self-evaluation. We don't remember the things nga lahi sa ato ang pagtanaw sa atong self. So memory also acts to protect self-esteem. So ang ato lang hinumduman, we only select information that is consistent to ourselves. We don't let that other information nga dili lahi sa ato nga very inconsistent to ourselves. So our memory also protect our self-esteem. So people with high self-esteem recalls mga good, responsible, successful activities, right? Kay high self-esteem. But whereas those people with low self-esteem are more likely to remember bad, irresponsible, and unsuccessful ones. So how do we protect that? We do selective information processing. We only select those who are good. No? If you have high self-esteem, you only select good, successful activities. But if you have low self-esteem, you only select bad, irresponsible, and unsuccessful ones. Okay, we have low self-esteem. The number 3 technique is selective social comparison. You say selective social comparison. So again, we select by carefully selecting others with whom to compare ourselves. So in short, we select people kung kinsa na atong ganahan nga i-compare sa ato ang kaugalingon. This is a one way of protecting ourselves. So we compare ourselves who are similar in age, sex, occupation, economic status, abilities, and attitudes. So we generally rate ourselves more favorably than we rate our friends. So if we compare ourselves in the same age, sex, so we generally rate ourselves higher than them because we are doing selective social comparison. So we avoid being compared to people with the class valedictorian, the queen, the star athlete. Kay it also affects our self-esteem. It will go down. For example, if I compare myself to si Alex ba to, katong player sa tennis, di ba ko kay mag-tennis? So, why should I compare myself to her? Why should I care to compare myself to her nga we are not on the same page. So, pildi ko. But we are on the same page, kung pareho pa lang may, so possibly I will favor myself nga mas taas pa ko. So again, we are doing selective social comparison. Next is selective commitment to identities. So another technique to protect self-esteem involves committing ourselves more to those self-concepts that provide feedback consistent with our self-evaluation, downgrading those that provide feedback that challenges us. So in short, we only select commitment that is a reflection of our self-evaluation. Di nato i-select ang mga commitment nga gi-challenge ta. Like for example, pag engineering, unya kay challenging man kay nako ang math. Kung mag-engineering ko, if I keep on forcing myself to enroll as an engineer, then di ko kahibaw ana ma-challenge ang ako ang self-esteem, hagbong jugo. Pero if I select a commitment nga very identical to myself, I know nga makayan ako. I know that I can do it and I can pass all the subject because I know myself. That is being one way protecting our self-esteem is to do selective commitment identities. So, pili ta. So, people tend to enhance self-esteem by assigning more importance to those identities they consider particularly admirable. So, meaning, some people also give when they try to enhance their self-esteem, they try to focus more on the things that they are good at. So the things that they are very competent. So they also increase or decrease identification with a social group when the group becomes a greater or lesser potential source of self-esteem. So for example, kung nasa sila sa grupo, kung puro high self-esteem, so it increases their level of self-esteem. Pero kung nasa sila ka grupo, tapos ang ilang self-esteem is very low, ning decreasing, possibly pod, muubos po na ilahang level of self-esteem. So it increases or decreases, you talk about self-esteem. People who want to verify their low self-esteem behave differently. So with low self-esteem, people behave differently. Kaya maulaw man sila. Low self-esteem participants who were members of a successful group downplay their connection to the group and minimize their contribution to its success. So when you have low self-esteem, even if you have a good idea, you don't share your idea, it's because you don't have that belief in yourself, mauwaw ka. So instead of sharing that idea, you just support the idea of others. Kung unsay idea sa tanan, so mo nalit idea na to, ako apon nga i-follow. So those 4 techniques for protecting self-esteem described here portray human beings as active processors of social events. So again, you talk about protecting our self-esteem, we are active agent of social events. Every day, we deal with people, we talk to people, we coordinate with people. And the best way for us to maintain, to protect our self-esteem is to follow those 4 techniques. People do not accept social evaluations passively or allow self-esteem to be buffeted by the cruelties and kindness of the social environment. So we as humans, we do selective. We do not accept everything. We select, and we do not let the cruelties of the social environment to empower us. So it really depends on us and how we value ourselves. So we do not let anybody else to destroy our self-esteem. As much as we can, we always protect our level of self-esteem. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what the failures, the successes. So the techniques described here testify to human ingenuity in selecting and modifying of events in the service of self-esteem. So this lesson suggests that we need to learn to select and modify events in the service of self-esteem. We need to protect our self-esteem every day because every day we received feedback from others. Our self-esteem, it goes rise and fall. It goes up, it goes down, depending on the feedback, depending on how you see yourselves, depending on how you interact with others. And every day we are influenced by a lot of things happening around us. Our successes, our failures, our goals also directly affect self-esteem. So as much as we can, we should always protect it and maintain our composure in dealing with self-esteem. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something today. I hope you are learning something today. Thank you and God bless you.